All right, that.
It'll do, won't it? I mean, by the time I put washers and oils on, it's not going to look that colour anyway.
There we go. I want a model of that.
Right.
That
So,
is a Bugatti Type 57 Atlantique. Beautiful work of art car.
I got myself caught up in cable wire. Right, I need to cut now.
But I am now going to look up that. Oh, Natasha, welcome aboard, darling.
Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us on the big stage this Thursday evening, the one, the only, latest internet superstar, together with her budgies. It's Natasha, everybody.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm alright.
How's your diamond dots coming along?
I haven't done any for a couple of days, believe it or not.
Really?
Time volume up. But I was still in the same spot as last time. So, yeah, one of them. I've had bloody fun for half an hour with Pikachu.
Has your carer been round then, Tash?
Yeah, she's been round just before. About 10 to she came.
Everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. I just wasn't well last night, so.
Right.
But I'm recovering. A lot better than I were.
Yeah, I missed you last night.
I know everyone was asking where I were, but at the time I couldn't respond.
Right.
So.
Yes, Andy, totally agree. But I've always had a thing about it ever since being a kid.
Oh, nice.
Such a rarity and such a beautiful car. It's just, again, bucket list. Let me just look up the Bentley now, the 124 Bentley, Airfix Bentley. Let's have a look at this.
How are you, Penny?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Good.
Oh, my cat. So my webcam software. I think you spotted this one already, haven't you? So Terry, my webcam software.
Yeah.
It knows the difference between movement and a person. Right. So obviously, a movement is anything that moves on screen.
Yeah.
A person is a large simultaneous movement of a large area, isn't it?
Yeah.
My cat is now so fat that when he moves, it sends me a message going, person detected.
Yeah, Andy, I've just had a look at that Bentley. That looks like a cracking kit, but the 120 to 175 quid price tag scares the living hell out of me.
Yeah, it would do with me.
Oh, hang on. There's a 1 to 12 scale and a 1 to 24. I'd have to go for the 1 to 12, and that's like
300, 400 quid.
Hang on a minute, I don't get this. Right, shopping. Let me go shopping. Andy, you sure you didn't mean the 1 to 12 one? Because I can't see a 1 to 24.
I think it is 1 to 12 because I'm pretty sure that got mentioned at some point when I was doing my Bootmaster.
Well, that's big enough to remote control, is that? Oh, it's glorious as well. It's beautiful. Let me have a look at scale, mates. Sorry about this, everyone. You sent me down a rabbit hole. Scale, mates. 1 to 12 Airfix Bentley. I tell you, this streaming thing is an absolute double-edged sword because people suggest stuff to you. Oh, it's a 2011 release, which means it's going to be a good mold. Oh no, it's not.
Oh no, it's not.
It's a 1971 mold. It could be horrific. Have you actually built it, Andy? Yeah, so have you built that 1 to 12 Bentley? Instructions. Let's have a look at the instructions for it. Right, okay. That'll give me a better idea of what kind of kit it is. Okay, I'm going to share the screen again so you can all see this, what we're on about. Okay, let's. I'm going to present again. Share the screen. Okay, so let me go back to the page. So these are the instructions for the Bentley, and sometimes I will go to ScaleMates, just have a look at the instructions to see what you're going to be getting yourself into. So let's do some tick marks. Detailed engine, tick. There you go. Good point there. It looks great on the instructions. Fully detailed chassis, like it. They look like spoked wheel hubs. I'm guessing they'll come pre-chromed.
Oops.
This looks like a really good kit. Wow, me once. Okay, another model for my bucket list. Fully detailed interior. And I could absolutely get a motor fitted inside that motor. A real motor fitted inside the motor assembly. Let me go back up. Where's the motor gone? Yeah, and I could use some Tamiya RC parts for the diff. Yeah, Tamiya RC parts would fit for the steering as well. But where would I put the servos?
I'm sure you could hide them somewhere.
Thing is, it's an open cab. So
okay, in that case, good luck.
well, it would only need one servo for the steering, and that, I'm guessing, I could hide either in or underneath the engine.
But inside the engine.
Yeah, doable. I'd have to get my hands on one first, though. And it won't be this year. I've got enough builds. Oh, look at that. Oh, Penny, look at that.
Nice, isn't it?
Beautiful. That's back when cars were bloody cars. None of this electronic bloody engine management systems that put you into limp mode as soon as it sniffs a little bit of carbon.
Oh, tell me about that on my buses. Bloody limp mode.
Well, look, poor girls at work. Her engine went into limp mode because it detected something not right in the engine. Yeah, okay, fine. But you don't want to be doing 30 mile an hour on the frigging motorway.
Our buses, when they go into limp mode, it just really affects the acceleration. I mean, 'cause it's not like we have a high top speed in the first place, is it?
Oh yeah, so hang on. So Andy, I was right. They come pre-chromed wheels then. Yeah, so bleach the chrome off.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got, talking about chrome, you'll like this, Penny. I'm going to make you happy.
Make me happy?
Yep,
Can't
I'm gonna make
imagine
you
it.
happy.
Is that playing with the watch? Is that you, Natasha?
Yeah.
Yeah, we aren't
checking
keeping you, are
my
we?
stuff.
Right, here we go. I've just put my mankini on.
Yeah, Mankini. You haven't. I know what you've done. I know what's happened.
You know exactly what I've done. So I couldn't get my hands on any of the Outlaw Chrome.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought
what
you
about
got
it?
yourself a diamond painting.
No. I have got. Ta-da!
Nice. Nice.
The AK Super Chrome, and I'm absolutely. I'm going to do a full demo of this to see
If
how.
I don't catch your
Yeah.
demo, please feed back to me what it's like. Because at the moment, my choice of metal is Vallejo metal color. But
People have been raving about this all across the interwebs. And you know me, I will test this live on the stream. I won't do a standalone video where things can be faked and polished up so the companies send you more free stuff.
yeah.
I couldn't give a monkeys about
You've actually had to pay for that yourself.
Yep.
You
20
are allowed to therefore be honest.
20 quid. More super chats, please.
Be careful what you wish for. Peter Webster might still be watching.
No. I'll send it straight back if he does it again. But thing is, even if I send it back, YouTube will still take 35% of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How mental is that?
Yeah. Right. So this
But anyway,
is a
all
mock-up.
support is genuinely appreciated.
That is a mock-up of what me inside of me bus will look like.
So is it all actually fitting together now?
Yes.
Because I know you're having problems with flash and all that
Oh,
kind of
it's
stuff.
flash and there's pin marks everywhere. As you can see from that, I've just done so much removal, but it's actually come off pretty nice. And the sink marks, because they're not too shallow, I've actually got away with drilling them out rather than filling them. Just drilled around the whole area. Like that.
That's a lot of injection marks, though, isn't it, for that one piece?
It is. There's about 15 or 20 on that one piece.
Andy Preston says he uses Mr. Hobby Chrome super light coats to build the mirror effect. Okay. I mean, I've seen that demoed, but every demo I've seen of that, it doesn't look. I'm not picking or anything. Each to their own. The demos I've seen online, and when you're spending like 20 quid for one of those, you don't want to be going overboard getting 6 or 7 brands that you're just not sure of. Because the people I've seen use the Mr. Hobby online, it doesn't look as good as this or the Outlaw Paints one. The Outlaw Paints one blew me away. It's just, you can tell how good it is because you just can't get it. The first shipment of paints that came out with this country sold out in 5 minutes. It's like,
but in all fairness, how much of that is to do with the fact that it's new?
And it was heavily promoted by Moz as well, let's not forget.
Yeah.
I think he did about 4 episodes just on Outlaw Paints. So, but still, I've seen it on Pete's channel, Oscale Models, and that motorbike he did, I'll say it again, just unbelievable.
Unbelievable, Jeff.
Penny,
What?
Lord Peter, he was still here. I'm going to go now. All enjoy the rest of the stream. See you all next time. TC all good night. Peter, thank you so much for joining us, mate. And thank you for your continued support. It really is appreciated. Now, let me go camera up. So goodbye to Lord Peter. Just say goodbye to Lord Peter.
See, I think Lord Peter, he tells you he's going, but he's actually got you on in the background listening for things you might say, oh, I could really use such and such.
I've got to do this as well now. Hang on. If you have not subscribed to Lord Peter yet, he is our community's. How many times? Oh,
He's better than Father Christmas because Father Christmas only comes once a year. And that's down the chimney.
And Lord Peter comes all year round.
All year round.
Vaguely smutty.
Oh, no.
Right, that's Lord Peter's channel. Head over there, give it a subscribe, please. He's our community's Father Christmas, and he supports so many of the new YouTubers that are out there, you know, and it's appreciated. It is so appreciated. Thank you, Peter. Oh, I'm about to smoke on YouTube. They don't like it. They don't like it. Nip'em.
So the reason why I'm bigger than everyone else.
Yeah, because we were watching your bus build.
Are you just winding me up?
No, I'm waiting for you to find a part that just doesn't fit, and then you throw the model through the wall.
I'm close to it anyway. I'm smoking twice as much as I normally smoke with this model.
You know, having a temper tantrum online gets you way more viewers.
I know, but I don't do temper tantrums online. Although I have been tempted to swear once or twice. I'll admit that. I do like it. I do like it. This is how it's going to come out.
Wow.
I don't like that bit at the back, but it's nice. And there's going to be some grey benches. And what I'm thinking about doing, these slats going across there.
Did that bit actually fit flush there, that upright that you just put on?
Well, the upright, like this one.
The smaller saw like a 2 mil gap at the side.
No.
Oh, that's okay.
Perfect. That's absolutely perfect. The reason there's a gap is because I'm not holding it properly. Once you clean it all up, it's perfect.
Our John Alec been a bit under the weather recently. John Alec, I hope you're feeling good, mate. I know what you're going through, and my thoughts are with you, buddy. I don't believe it. Victor Meldrew. Yeah, thanks for joining us, mate. Andy Preston by Peter. Wayne Welly, Night Peter. Teresa says, Night Peter. And there is the link for Lord Peter Webster's channel. Head over there, give him a sub.
Oh. King Bob.
King Bob.
Sorry. That was for you to say, not me.
Ladies and gentlemen from the United States of America, would you please welcome to the stage Mr. Bob Boosking. Welcome aboard, sir.
Good evening. I just stopped in for a minute to hop into your Super Chrome conversation.
Right, if you didn't believe me about Super Chrome, here we go. Look at this. Hang on, I'm going to put Bob on big. Let me get my act together. Right, here we go.
This Chrome was all stripped and done with the AK Super Chrome.
I'm going to assume that AK Super Chrome is lacquer.
No, it's an it's alcohol. It's an alcohol ink, is what it is.
What? So it's water-based, is it? Non-toxic.
You'll clean your brushes and whatnot with alcohol.
Yeah,
wow.
They sell a Super Chrome
basically,
cleaner.
I treat it.
It's alcohol. It's just IPA alcohol.
Yeah. So I
the car is
basically
just slightly
treat it
out of
the same way.
focus.
So I'm going to
Do I?
treat it the same way as I treat my acrylics.
Yeah, you can brush paint it or you can spray it.
Yeah,
Right out
I'm
the
talking
bottom.
about clean up. And it's not going to stick
John
in
Alec,
place,
you can join us anytime you want, mate. That's fine.
and it's not going to kill my cats.
No, you clean it with isopropyl alcohol.
Wow.
Clean it out of your airbrush or clean your hairy sticks with it. You get the best chrome results for it if you do a black base, but you don't have to. You can paint it right over whatever color you want. It's basically an improved version pen ink.
Oh, you were cutting out then. I missed half.
Yeah,
of
we're not getting the best view of that, Bob. It's just slightly out of focus, the card. And I think
See if I can.
to sell us all on the product, I think it's got to be really in focus. But we get the picture.
Yeah, it's not the best camera.
Oh, there we go.
Not the best camera.
That is beautiful. That looks like it's been dipped.
Yeah,
rather
I
than
can see
painted.
the reflection of it now. That's better.
Yeah, and you can. It's almost. I won't say it's bulletproof, but it's real close. Again, if you screw up when you spray it, you just dip it in some alcohol and it comes right off, and you can do it over. You get the best chrome effects, the mirror finish over black, but you can paint it over whatever you want.
Yeah, but that's standard metallics, isn't it? You know, metallics you paint over a gloss black, don't you?
Right. Well, you can even do over flat. This was actually done over flat black.
Right. So if you now wanted to strip that, it's, you know, imagine it's all dried and you're like, oh no, I want to take it all off. How would you strip it?
Alcohol.
Really? What, just soak it in alcohol?
Yeah, soak it in some like 90% IPA, and it'll come.
Wow.
It's not solvent friendly, so I usually, after I've got it done, let it dry for a day.
Right.
Or
so you couldn't paint a lacquer paint over the top.
I'll put an acrylic, yeah. Like say here,
right.
It's not going to focus.
So you'd seal it in with an acrylic gloss if you wanted, you know, if you wanted to gloss everything over.
Then I wanted to put a black wash in there, yeah. So I did the acrylic wash.
If you want to do some kind of lacquer, spray it with an acrylic varnish first.
The same thing, the windscreen surround, that's all. Just done with the AK Super thing.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm looking for, Bob, is I want to find a true mirror finish. Absolutely true. So I'll be doing it on a flat surface, like a flat steel surface. I'll paint it black gloss first and then do the super chrome over it. And I'll be doing the same with the brand new Outlaw paints as soon as I get my hands on it. So I'll be doing a demo full disclosure, so people can really see who's the winner, because online it seems to be a battle between AK Super Chrome and the Outlaw Paints Chrome that's just been released, the new Australian company. So I've already seen online so many demos of the Outlaw one, and it looks too good to be true. It looks like magic. It looks like voodoo.
Guys,
yeah, this one it's easy to play
shortly.
It's easy to play with. Say if you're not exactly happy, you can take it off and redo it. Or it's gonna give you better than the like bare metal foil. Better reflectivity. And the nice thing is once it dries, it's a lot more durable than like Alclad, or even I love the AK Extreme Metals, but this is more durable once it's dry because it's an ink rather than a paint.
So you just leave it for the ink to dry. You don't put a clear coat gloss on it or anything like that?
You can, but if you want to do anything over it, like say on this one I painted, well, you're not going to be able to see it real well. I painted, because it's a small car to begin with. I painted the insert of the grill over it with gold, clear gold.
Right.
And then I did a panel line wash to fill in all the spots that would normally be open. So to black wash it. So I put a coat of acrylic clear over it before I did any of that. After it dried for about a day.
I am literally, hang on, let me go other screen. Hang on. There we go. I'm literally itching to take this out and give it a go right now. But I need to hang on until I get the Outlaw paint to do the comparison. And I've got so many other chromes racked up, like rattle cans that you get from the car store, you know, and none of them so far have come out anything like real chrome. So I'm just itching to get this bottle open. I really am. Bob,
My latest completion. I just finished this one this morning.
beautiful,
And,
beautiful.
again, I apologize for my godly light behind me, but it's 3:30 in the afternoon, or 3:30 in the afternoon here. But yeah, let me do this. They're not going to show, but
Yeah, we
all
can
lit
see
up.
it. Fully lit.
Cockpit is all lit. The blasters are lit.
Full disclosure, Bob is one of my favorite modelers on the whole of the internet because he does some stunning stuff. I would bring out all those photos again, but Bob will shout at me for keeping on bringing them out.
Yeah, you just subscribe to my channel and you can see them all.
Yeah, exactly that. Let me drop a link in for Bob's channel because it is stunning. Man after my own heart. Get the model and add your own little touch to it with lighting. Just awesome stuff. Bob, there you are.
But I just popped in because I wanted to say you're going to enjoy that Super Chrome. And it goes a long way. I've had my bottle almost a year and I'm not even halfway through it.
Please, everyone watching right now, all 30 of you, head over to Bob's channel and give it a subscribe, please, if you're not already subbed.
And give Terry a like before you go. So a little cross promotion there.
I'm okay. John Alec might be popping in as well. I look forward to that. I ain't seen John for ages, apart from one of the people's streams. Be great to see you. Bob is 100%. Coat it with an acrylic clear coat, then you can varnish it. Okay. He says also, I must say the AK Chrome is his favorite right now. A lot of people are saying that. So John, have you tried the Outlaw Paint Chrome yet? And GMC Joe Sousa is joining us in chat from Rusty, Rhode Island. Paint on Chrome is being used on show cars. All right. Okay, so they're not actually chroming them anymore. Okay. Well, the technology's got that good now. Rob has just subbed to you, Bob. Thank you, Rob.
Cool. You enjoy it.
The stuff on his channel is just sublime. I mean,
this was video number one on the channel. I just put that one up yesterday.
Right. I mean, I know I say it a lot, like my friends, because I stand in admiration of all the modelers that are part of this community. John Alec, all the guys, MTG. Oh my God, there's so many. And again, my thoughts are going out to Terry Senior tonight. I caught that video the other day.
Yeah, it's
Terry Senior has been such a great part of the community, and we've all benefited from him. So I'm going to stick a link in there as well, so you can head over there, give him a thumbs up.
I'm glad. I'm sad that he's got to go. He's going, but I'm happy that he's going on his own terms. That he decided that he wasn't going to put up with the.
I don't think he realized
for the chemo and just let nature take its course, and he's at home and hopefully he can stay.
I don't think he realizes the massive impact that he's had on the modeling community just by bringing the two sides of the pond together. The amount of crossover from the UK and the US side on some of his streams has been insane. I mean, like, so good. Let me just put Bob a link into Hobby Barn 1 sec.
Yeah, I go way back to Across the Pond crossovers, back to the Google Plus days.
Right.
I've been in since the beginning. I've been part of the Styrene Addicts UK group, and also the Amazing Scale Modelers, which was featured every Saturday morning Sunday night was Saturday morning was Across the Pond. The Saturday morning here was Saturday afternoon for you guys.
Yeah, that's the direct link to the last video that Terry Senior put up. His channel is Hobby Barn. He's been such a major effect on internet modeling. So please head over there. He's in hospice care at his house at the moment. So I'm imagining not long to go, but our thoughts and prayers are with him. Head over there, give it a thumbs up and leave a little comment. Just let him know. And if you've never prayed before, just say a little one. You never know. Andy's subbed as well. Thank you everyone for subbing to both Bob and
I appreciate it. And I will sub you back if I'm not subbed to you already. I have about 2,000 people I'm subbed to, so I'm probably already subbed to you. With that, with the angelic light killing my camera, I'm going to say goodnight, and we'll see you next time.
Bob, thank you for joining us, my friend. Always a pleasure.
Have a good night.
Yeah, will do. Thank you.
Subbed.
Bob Boosking, everybody. Thank you, Bob. GMC Joe Souza says, by the way, GMC Joe Souza is an OG, one of the original people on my channel whose encouragement to do this has been awesome. GMC Joe Souza says, Counts Customs Vegas used it to save cost on bills. I still like Bad Chad's way of chroming. He gets the sticky chrome and sticks it on his bumpers. It's just genius. GMC Joe Souza saved dollars, baby. Dave Markey Night. Bob. Okay. Yeah, John, I think I told you that I ordered some from Spruebox on back order. I knew it would take a while, but Spruebox must be thinking that John's here. I don't need to talk to the chat now. Ladies and gentlemen from the United States of America. Hey, he's an internet god. What can I say? John Alex Scale Modeling joining us. John, how are you, my friend?
Hey, doing good, my friend.
Good.
How are you?
Good to hear. Really good, thank you. Yeah, so this farrago about outlaw paints. I mean, there isn't any in the country right now, from what I hear. And Spruebox, thank you, Spruebox, by the way. They gave me a full refund. I mean, I'd ordered 3 bottles of the chrome from them, and because it was going to take a long time to come through, they just said, yeah, have your money back and wait till it comes into stock. So that's it now. I'll just have to wait. But it shows how popular their chrome is for it to be instantly out of stock as soon as it comes in the country.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting some of that outlaw paint. The one distributor here in the States, I hear, is going to be that place in Colorado, right? So High Altitude Hobbies, which is run by Brett Marquand. And
right.
But I don't. So the outlaw paints that I got from Jason sent them to Moss, and then Moss sent them to me,
Right.
as a gift, which I was very grateful for. But right now, I'm using that AK. Really love it.
Yeah. I can't wait to open this box. I just can't. But I've got to wait until I get the outlaw one.
Just got a little choked up there about Terry.
Yeah, man, that hit me like a rock.
Yeah.
Because there was some positivity there for a while.
Mm-hmm.
That they might be able to do something for him in hospital, but it looks like all bets are off now.
Yeah, thinking about him there, and you're right. What he has done, he's been just such a positive. Yeah. Anyways,
but he's a shining example to us all from being so ill for so long, and to keep so positive. On every single stream, you never hear anything bad. You never hear him complaining about anything. No. It's just amazing. So, if God forbid I ever become like that, I hope I can be half the brave person that he is, half the man that he is.
Right.
Really, shining example. So I've said a little prayer every night now. So
very good.
It's all we can do. And I don't care if people aren't believers in, the big almighty being. What have you got to lose from saying just a little prayer? You've got nothing to lose.
Send positive thoughts, man.
Absolutely. So I'm going to have to switch camera for a second because I'm going to have another cigarette.
That's what I do when I'm at home. I think I'll just go camera down now.
By the way, John, if you're unhappy with your Stuka when you start building it, get the Airfix one. It's sublime, mate. I'm getting so much mileage and pleasure out of this. It's unbelievable.
Hi, Penny. Hi, Natasha.
Hello.
Hiya.
Anyway, I was being ignorant there, John. What have you got on your bench? Would you like to show the people?
Oh, this is that F-15 F15C from
Nice.
Tamiya. It's it's an older kit. It's a 1991 tooling, but we're doing there's a Discord group build. You can do an F15 any scale, any mark, but you have to not use the box decals and stuff. So I'm waiting for mine to arrive. It's going to be a surprise. But so far, yeah, this is a great kit. I'm finally getting the fuselage together. This has not been straightforward. You can see I still got some
Yeah.
seam line, which I've tackled with the it's like Mr. Hobby dissolved putty. It's a
Oh, I've used that. It's very nice.
yeah, it works great. It's sort of like sprue glue, but it's putty that's in a sort of a lacquer or enamel base, and you can apply it really thin, and then you just sand it. So yeah.
First time viewers might be a little mystified by certain words we use, like sprue glue.
Oh, right.
John Alec, would you like to explain to us what sprue glue is?
Oh, sure. Hold on 1 second. I'll grab a couple of these. So you can take the sprue, right, of whatever plastic. So so this is Tamiya. Both of these are Tamiya. Actually, no, this is Hasegawa, right? Because Hasegawa plastic is, I think, pretty unique. It's kind of brittle, and so I've used that. So, anyways, if you just take the sprue and you add, your old dirty, this is really dirty, Tamiya extra thin. Actually, just some acetone or lacquer thinner or anything will do that.
Pure acetone will melt that. Yeah.
Tool cleaner.
Yeah. Airbrush cleaner. As long as it's going to have the ability to dissolve the plastic, and it just forms this goo, and it lasts forever. I've had this for 2 years.
I love it.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere. It's just you're basically just dissolving the plastic into a spreadable form, right? It's like turning peanuts into peanut butter. That's basically what you're doing. So I've got gray and black. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
It looks like you're going for it with the weathering as well.
Yeah. So this is the some do pre-shading, some don't. I find this very therapeutic. I'm on the spectrum, so this is I can do this and I can just get totally lost. I get totally just locked into what I'm doing, and it just adds some variation.
Airbrush work. What airbrush do you use, John Alec?
Oh, for this?
Yeah.
This was just an Iwata. I don't even have to use so I have a Hodder and Steenbeck. This is an Iwata.
That's really fine work.
It's an Iwata Eclipse. It's an Iwata Eclipse. This is a 0.35 needle. I dropped the pressure down to 10, 9, 8. You can drop it down. And what that is right there is that Mr. Surfacer 1500 gray. That is one part Mr. Surfacer gray and 2 parts Mr. Color leveling thinner.
I've got to say that is really good for the price. I've just looked up the Iwata Eclipse online. They're selling currently for about £140, which is about $160, $170 currently. That's incredible.
It's half the price of the Hodder and Steenbeck. I forget what the name of it is now, because I have the Iwata Eclipse, I have the Iwata Revolution, the Iwata Neo, and then the Hodder and Steenbeck. Is it the Infinity? Yeah.
Yeah, because Snowy was demoing his Infinity the other day, and the lines on that you've done, I can see are already as fine as the Harder and Steenbeck.
Yep. It works great. It's my
That's amazing.
workhorse.
And the Harder and Steenbeck's what, $600?
So I think I paid $320 for it. Yeah, for the Harder and Steenbeck.
Incredible.
So yeah, I'm just gonna try to clean this seam line up, and then reprime it and reappreciate it and get going on the camera colors. Right? Yeah.
And did you catch any of Pete's stream tonight, Oscale Models?
I tried to. There was yours going, and then there was there was Pete's.
No, I'm going to catch up with Pete's later because it was quite a good subject, like the increasing cost of modeling. And,
okay. Yeah.
To be
Plus,
honest,
I was working and trying to do some family stuff, and yeah, I was kind of busy this afternoon.
I was going to dive in on it. I was going to dive in on it because with it being such an interesting subject, I was hoping to dive in and have my own take on it, because I looked online to see if prices have gone up that much, really, above inflation and things like that. And realistically, certain things have, certain things haven't. I'll give you a perfect example. Tamiya paint, right, it had shot up to like $3.99 for 10 mils, £3.99, which is about $4.50, something like that.
Yeah.
And from that top point, it's now come back down in the last couple of months, and they're currently selling in my local shop 10 mil pots of, and this is a shop, not an online store. So retail in a shop with all those overheads, they're selling the 10 mil pots of Tamiya paint for £2.49.
Oh wow!
So literally, it's come down £1.50 in the last couple of months. But model-wise, I think Japan and China produced models have absolutely shot up, especially China-made.
Oh yeah.
Because a few months back, before the tax increase, the import tax increase, we were getting the Chinese ones. Well, I was ordering the Chinese ones, Chinese brands, at more or less cost price from AliExpress. But now when you add the import tax and look at the price after postage, you're only saving about $10 on it, £10 on anything. So if I was to get something that was £100, I'd only be saving £10 on buying it in a shop in the UK. So now I've stopped ordering the models from China, and I'm buying from shops in the UK. I don't know if you caught the streams the other week there where I showed people the Fairy Gannet that I've got and the Messerschmitt 132, all bought from my local shop and all cheaper than online, which I found absolutely stunning.
Yeah, that's maybe $3 or something. I guess that's what I pay in my local store for Tamiya. Tamiya here is pretty cheap, but
yeah. So if your Tamiya paints are $3 over there, that's about right.
Yeah.
For the comparison of £2.49 in the UK.
But if you buy it on Amazon, even though you have Prime, you go to buy a paint that you can get at $3 at the store. It's like I don't know, $7, $8. If I go on Amazon right now and try to buy some Tamiya paint, that's how much it is. And it's because even though you have Prime, the vendors will throw the shipping cost into the cost of the paint.
Well, check this out. So if I was to buy Tamiya paint from Amazon in the UK, 10 mil of Tamiya, £5.78.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
More than double the price of buying it in a local shop.
Right.
So Amazon, zero overheads, just warehouses. Right. A shop in your local town with all the overheads, the taxes, the business tax, and everything else that goes into it, half the price.
I think you'll find that if you're buying Tamiya paints from Amazon, it's usually someone like Jedlam, and they've got their own, and then they've got to charge postage because Amazon's taken a cut off them and the shipping. and that's why it's so expensive. Because a couple of things, like I think my extra thin I bought from Amazon, and that actually came from Jedlam invoice and everything.
Yeah, Andy Preston says it's the Infinati, the Hardman Steenbeck.
Yes.
So, does this mean we're going to see a return of the model shop to our local town after them all disappearing for so long? I do hope so.
That would be nice.
Oh, it would be great. And trust me, people, there is nothing better than going into your local model shop and just drooling over the shelves stacked to the brim of different models. I mean, we're lucky in York. We've still got 2 model shops. The world famous Monk Bar model shop, which has been going for, it must have been going for what? Because it was a toy shop originally. It must be, hang on, let me look this up. I think it's been going for about 100 years now. Let me look at this. When was Monk Bar model shop open? Go. Google knows everything. Okay.
Just gonna get a coffee.
Okay, my dear. So, Monk Bar Model Shop in York, in the United Kingdom, has been going since 1963.
Quite 100 years, though.
Wow. They're big into trains as well, but and diecast. But check out their website. I'm going to drop a link in because this is cracking. And it's embedded in the castle walls in York. So you couldn't have a better place to have a model shop.
There's a scene from Braveheart that takes place in York, right?
Its actual building is part of the walls, the city walls. I've just dropped a link in. You need to check it out. It's great. And when you go in there, their prices are literally minimum of 10% less than anything you find online. So massive shout out to Monk Bar Model Shop.
Do you think there doesn't seem to be much of a modelling community where I'm staying? And in Glasgow, you've got to travel quite a distance. There are a few model shops.
Yeah.
But then when you think Glasgow is a big old place and it's busy and there's about 3 or 4 model shops in the whole city, I don't think that's a lot. But do you think things like York, the train museum helps?
Well, York is a very tourist town. I mean, it's not tourist like Disney because all the attractions in York are real. They're like, you've got Roman walls, you've got Roman walls that were added to by the
Obviously, the attraction it's old, isn't it?
Yeah,
because that's one of the attractions with Edinburgh.
Yeah, like a lot of cities in the UK.
If Edinburgh wasn't old, we could probably get rid of it, and everyone in Glasgow would be happy then.
I would say the major. I mean, I've lived all over the country more or less, but York is the best place I've ever lived because, you know, the shopping areas. I mean, if you like to shop, it's a wonderland because the variation of different shops in the city centre is just amazing. Then you have got, you know, as far as attractions go, it's royalty of attractions. It's the National Railway Museum.
Yeah.
And let's think about this for a minute. Railways more or less started in the United Kingdom. So if you are a train person, then you come and you visit the National Railway.
Yeah, I would imagine that if you're in trains, you go to York, and then you go to the museum, and then while you're there, you're going to pop into a train shop, a model shop, aren't you?
Absolutely. But how can I explain this? It's not like going to. I'll compare it to Disneyland again, okay, or anything Disney-fied. And I've got nothing against Disney because they've done great things for entertainment over the last 100 years. So but it's not the queuing. It's more real. There's not the queuing thing going on, apart from the Jorvik Centre in York, where the queues are just diabolical. Because you sit on a little train and you travel through time in the Jorvik Museum with all these dummies dressed up like Vikings and stuff like that. That isn't my cup of tea at all. I'm much more like real stuff. Like, oh, there's a real castle wall. Oh, look, you can see where the Romans started it and somebody else finished it over time.
Yeah.
Red brick of the Romans, and so much to see. It's just, and the Minster as well, York Minster. I bet, if anyone is not impressed when they walk through the Minster doors and just look up, there's something wrong with you. And the same effect with the National Railway Museum. Just to be next to one of those steam beasts that are in there, it just makes you think, oh, mankind, this is this is what mankind can do.
Yeah.
And that's why I've got faith in the future. People worry about global warming and things like that. I believe honestly that man is such a creature that we can overcome any obstacle that's put in front of us. We can. We wanted to fly, we flew. We wanted to get to from one end of the country to the other on a steam horse, and we did. The planet's in trouble. We're going electric on the cars. There's much more sustainable energy being used. You see it every day. I get directives from our company. I see the emails about, we've got to do more to protect the environment and do all sorts of stuff. So there's loads of stuff going on in the background. I don't think we've got a worry in the world. And then we've got God-sent people like Elon Musk. I'm sorry, but I love the guy. I think he's done more to shake up industry than any person in the history of anything. Just by being a maverick. We need Sprue to come in and tell me to shut up because I'm waffling now.
No, you're perfectly fine. That's, I think, the mensch today is that everybody is concerned about the environment for sure.
Yeah. And it's got to the stage now where the deniers are just completely ignored, because you can't ignore the hottest year on record ever.
Every single year.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times they always say, oh, it's the hottest year since records began.
Just ask the cavemen, right?
Yeah. But
not to make light of it, but yeah.
I'm actually, I've always been a glass half full kind of guy. So I've always got faith in humanity to overcome anything. And I'm looking forward to my grandchildren wandering about Mars or another planet somewhere. Yeah.
Sorry, that was a slight change of subject. I was watching this comedian today, Ismo, his name is. And he was saying about one thing that annoys him is when people go, oh, they put a man on the moon, but they can't make a quiet leaf blower. And he says that's because the people who put man on the moon didn't make the leaf blower because they were too busy putting a man on the moon.
But they did invent the biro by putting the man on the moon.
What was it that they said? It went something along the lines of the Americans spent millions and millions developing a pen that could write in space. The Russians just took a pencil. Did you get that last bit?
No.
So the Americans spent millions developing a pen that could write in space. The Russians just took a pencil.
Yeah. Funny.
Right, this is starting to frustrate me now, so I am calling it a night.
Okay, my dear.
I didn't like the color. I didn't like the color or the finish of the tan, so I've made a darker mix and just brush painted it on. And then while I was at it, I put some black on, and that's roughly what my cab's looking like. Obviously, there's going to be a wall there.
Yeah, I think we're going to go shortly anyway. Penny, 5 minutes left on the stream. I did say we'd go till 10 o'clock tonight. I've got work in the morning. I'm happy that Master John Alec has joined me again tonight.
Yeah, it's always a good day when John Alec joins us, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, and he's made me want one of them ayahuascas now.
So, John, I want to ask you a question. This might fill up the last 5 minutes. I already have my answer, but would you agree it's not the airbrush, it's the skills?
John Alex muted himself. I think he's away from his desk at the moment.
All right, then. This has come up again on Facebook. Big old argument. And I kind of side.
Well, I would say that 99% of it is down to the airbrush.
Do you reckon?
Yep.
I say complete opposite.
Mm.
Give me a few minutes. My oldest daughter just came over with her girlfriend, so I'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay.
No problem.
John Alec, we'll be finishing in a couple of minutes anyway, mate, because we're going till 10 o'clock. So
No problem.
But thank you for joining us, John Alec. You're a star, mate. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Anytime.
All right. And
Bye.
yep. We'll see you guys. We'll see you on the next stream.
Take
later,
care.
buddy. Thank
Okay.
you, mate.
I'll go ahead and just sign off. Thank you.
Right, I'm going to load up the outro. Presentee. Video file. I've got nothing done tonight again.
No boy.
Well, I have actually done something tonight.
What the hell was I looking for? There we go. That's the puppy. Camera up. Oops. Don't want him playing that yet. Oh, I wish StreamYard would fix that. It should come on paused,
What's
not
that?
start straight away.
Yeah.
That camera. That camera. That camera. This camera. This camera. That one. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, everyone who's been watching tonight, thank you so much. Thank Penny for joining me. Thank Carl from earlier on, and Scott, and of course John, Alex, Scale Models, and Natasha. Thank you. Back tomorrow for the big stream tomorrow. That's where we start at 6 and we don't finish till after midnight. Join us then if you. First, Penny, when are you next streaming?
That is a very good question. Wednesday, I think. Yes, Wednesday, as long as Natasha's okay. I mean, I'll still stream if Natasha's not okay, but that is obviously the big one, isn't it?
When's your next budgie video, Natasha?
Tomorrow morning.
Excellent.
I've just had to make a coffee and go and check on them two boys. One's on a swing and one's on the perch at the top. So
if you haven't
they're
caught
fine.
Natasha's budgie videos yet, you've got to. One of them's a right dancer. She puts the beats on the
Mini.
Budgie's give me that.
Mini Moo, yeah.
Right.
Especially
Okay.
that's her favourite song that's on that video. And that's what she does every time she hears it. It's funny. I laugh when she does it.
Once again, thank you for joining us, everyone. Let's say good night. Good night, everybody.
Night.
Take care.